season?
I'm trying to remember.
Or maybe I'm confusing.
I don't think I've seen a TVZ on Abyssal City, mate.
Yeah, we casted together. If I've seen them, you've seen them, Ben. Unless, you know, like you cheat on me, but I never cheat on you. I don't cast with anyone else besides you. Even when you call me crazy and an addict, and I do everything in excess. You're still my boy, Ben. And unlike you, I'm loyal to the game. Sen is, of course, a Taiwanese Zerg spawning on the 9 o'clock position of this map. And EG is very on the Muslim, the last EG hope band of the NASL Season 4. We shouldn't forget that one either.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
And I mean, hey, after all the Liquid success we recently saw at DreamHack, I am sure that EG wants to see some EG success in this league. Of course, we still have some Liquid players alive as well. They are going to play tomorrow. I believe it's the Hero against Finale and Tasia versus MMA. So that's going to be quite sick. But hey, for today, it might be all EG.
Could be, man. I cannot believe the Muslims leading 2-0.
That went quick as well. You know that the Muslim like really loves his triple bunker stuff on Cloud Kingdom. You know, whenever I see the Muslim Cloud Kingdom TVZ, I think of that screenshot when he did it against Idra, and Idra was sitting next to him and just looked aside like, "How dare you!" And the Muslim is like sipping off his monster ball. Like, wasn't that the best screenshot of all time?
I giggled. I definitely giggled. Gleefully.
I think everyone giggled besides Greg. Greg was not happy.
I don't think Greg giggles.
Well, every now and then. Sometimes Greg thinks about something, kind of like Red does, and he's like,
The happiest I've ever seen Greg is like a forced, like, tight-lipped smile.
I mean, it's just, I don't smile.
Yeah, like, I don't think I've ever seen Greg's teeth.
Yes, you did. Everyone did, man. The Muslim seems like he's going for the no gas. Fast expand once more. I'm curious to see if he's going to follow it up with another command center like we saw on Daybreak. I'd say why not? Never change the winning team. Or strat in this case.
One Rack's fast expand, hey, why not?
I kind of liked everything that the Muslim did in the previous game. I think, I mean, he opened up with the Hellions and the Banshees, but he never went in there to just suicide them, to just blindly lose them for a handful of drones. Drones which would get replaced immediately, and then suddenly you lose all your mobility on the map. You're so incredibly blind. It's not even what the Hellions do, it's just the level of comfort they give you when they're out on the map, and you see so much more than when you obviously just send them in and you lose them and you die, and you're just playing in the dark. I'm always amazed by this space shark. It's so big. Like, this is a shark on steroids.
It's a space whale shark.
This is you in 2 months, Ben. With all those bad ingredients you're taking.
No, man.
Yes.
I went by the Nutrition for Less the other day, guys. I'm on a. I've been trying to go to the gym, trying to get in good shape. I'm feeling really motivated. So, I was talking to the guy there, and I was like, "Hey, I want to get on a proper, healthy supplement cycle." So he put me on a multivitamin, and nitric oxide or something like that, and
it
like
sounded all very
creatine
bad.
and
it came down to Ben taking
like
around 14 pills a day. He's trying to convince me this is good for his body. I do not believe it.
It's all your essential fatty acids and vitamins.
I'm sure it is, man. I've been doing perfectly fine without 14 pills a day. Might not be very ripped, but hey. Anyways, we see the Muslim not going for the triple orbiter opening this game. We see him adding the reactor to the racks, and he's going to switch it up with the factory. So Hellions are going to come a little bit quicker this time.
And he's still got this double gas working from very early on. I think we might even see Cloak this time. We'll see exactly how much gas he's able to save up before he throws down the... Oh,
no, not a
second
factory.
So this is where we're going to see the mech. Good call there, Kev.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen it once. I might still be wrong, but I don't know. Just felt it. See mech quite often. I was watching some VODs the other night of Heon against Yoda or Heck, either of the two on this map. I saw them meching as well.
And how did...
come on.
How did that go?
Hey, why do you even ask, man? Is he on? What does work against Heon? He
lost to something recently,
no,
like a team league match.
He did not.
He did?
Yeah, you know why he lost? Because he wanted to be at our finals, man. That's why he lost.
Oh, that's actually conspiracy theory. But it makes so much sense. He's like,
It's the only time we've seen Heon lose in like 5 months, and you won it.
Share the prize money with my team, make 30 grand for myself. Tough decision. Oh, sorry, team. I want to get paid.
Overlord sacrificed by Sen. He did see quite a bit, man. But he saw both factories. Wow, that was actually a brilliant scout by Sen as he used both Overlord at once. He saw both factories. Immediately drops the Roach Warren. I like it. Excellent scouting.
Yep. Roach Warren and double Evo Chamber, and notice the building placement on these very important structures. He's walling off his natural. We've called this the Stefano wall in the past.
Yeah, he was one of the first to do it back then. And those go for Starcraft 2s I mentioned earlier tonight. I love go for Starcraft 2s. Sen hits a small supply cap. Had to wait around 10 to 15 seconds for his overlords. The Muslim casted quite a few go for Starcraft 2s with me back in the days as well. Just now that I think about it. You know, once upon a time his birthday gift to me was, I'll cast go for Starcraft with you tomorrow. And that was like the best birthday gift I had in my life. Because I was so sick of casting ZVZs for 6 hours on the row. Because it was also always Stefano against some other Zerg. Maybe T-Fall or, back then not really Nurture, it was like T-Fall or Bly or whatever.
Dimaga maybe.
And I casted them every single Sunday on the row. And then the Muslim said, Kev, because it's your birthday, I'll cast Go for Starcraft 2 with you tomorrow. I said, Ben, I love you.
And it was the best cast ever.
Yes. Actually, we both partied the night before. It might have not been all the
Just didn't even show up for Go for Starcraft 2.
We showed up at the semi-finals. Oh, it's Stefano again. No, it didn't go down like that.
Hellions going to dart down into the third expansion of Sin, where they will get at least a couple of kills. Maybe not drone kills. They're going to kill something.
Yeah, getting quite a few Hellions. Of course, this time the Muslim is able to sacrifice Hellions because he's able to produce so many more. Drones kind of stacking up. All the Hellions solo on HP.
Hellions are mostly going to be killed, but
10 drones, man, and he keeps 5 of them alive. I think that was a very... He lost 3 Hellions for 10 drones. I can live with that.
There's no such thing as a non-cost-effective Hellion. And in this case, no such thing as 3 non-cost-effective Hellions.
Oh, that was a good trade for the Muslim.
Yeah, it was a
Double
great
armory
trade.
going up for him as well.
And 3 more factories are going to go down, so there's the absolute definitive commitment to the mech play. And kind of like you were talking about, he does this without making Banshees. He has not produced a single Banshee this game. He does have a starport with a tech lab on it.
He doesn't. Ooh, he's floating off this orbital all the way to the bottom. A little bit of cheating, I'd say. He's going to drop, I guess, as many mutes as possible. Maybe saturate it a little bit, but I'd be very surprised if he sends over 16 SCVs to this place. Well, sends over quite a few. Sends over 6.
Well, still, one of the strengths of doing something like that is there is nothing, and there's going to be nothing in the Army of Sin that really deals with flying stuff. So no matter what happens, he can always just lift this command center.
And not just that, man. It's going to be so hard for Sen to scout this because there are so many Hellions on the map, and that one Viking scared away all the Overlords. Blue Flame is ready, so more and more drones will go down. This time the Muslim is going to lose a few more Hellions, but God, he's killing many drones.
Excellently done right now by Demuslim. Keeps the worker count so even, 59 SCVs to 56 drones. Sin is kind of reeling here. He's continuing to produce lots and lots of drones. He is going to add his Infestation Pit. He's going to add his Spire.
61 against 62 workers right now, Ben, and Sen is still completely unaware of this base in the right bottom. I mean, he has his Zelnaga Watchtower over here, and he's probably just checking. He's like, well, as long as the Muslim is not on 3 bases, I guess I'm doing fine. I think this is so smart. This Viking was crucial in scaring away Overlords, making sure that Sen could not see this base in time.
Yeah, he's
so smart by the Muslim.
Absolutely in the dark. The Muslim is doing everything right, controlling the map, even using these Hellions to pick off Roaches, controlling Zelnaga towers.
I mean, of course, one Roach could potentially scout the... Oh, drone? Where are you going, little drone?
He's an adventurous little guy. Where did he go?
Okay.
He's just stopping?
Yeah, he's checking out the crypto one.
What? This is like...
We have a nice battle going on for this northern Zelnaga Watchtower. And Sen is just going to expand once more. There is an Overseer and Changeling right now making their way over to the right side of the map. I actually think he's just going to pass this base once more, but Sen's still not aware of this base.
Yeah, Changeling's going to spot it, so...
Okay.
Well played. Sin does finally identify that Demuslim has taken this expansion. I don't really know that it matters that he's done this, because now at this point Demuslim also has the top right, so even if Sin does attack this, he can just relocate everything.
Yeah, I think the Muslim is going to give this one up and trying to just float it to the middle of the map, because it's going to be hard right now, as you mentioned before, Ben. This mech army is of course pretty immobile, and it's going to be hard for him to spread it out over this entire right side of the map. But once more, a couple of Hellions entering the left bottom side, killed 7 additional drones. And here we see the Muslim immediately evacuating this base.
That's right, man. Now, the thing that I wonder about, Kev, is what is Sin going to do to try and punish the...
I feel it's a little too late. I think right now, Ben, that all Sen can do is max out, maybe like just trade a little bit and slowly but steady transition into Broodlords. And I know that's going to be hard to realize before the Muslim is going to move out the first time being maxed, but I don't think that that Sen is able to crush the Muslim right now in any way.
The Muslim was so aware of this attack down in the bottom right, he preemptively lifting the command center. Will relocate it to the center. He's not going to really be able to land it here, but
Not yet, but I guess soon he will. I really hope that Sen is not going to try to run off this ramp. Well, there's one little roach. He wants to be special, take the long turn. Don't do it, man. Playing with fire.
Demuslim just constantly builds command centers and continues expanding. A couple of Banshees in the mix now are going to make it hard for Roaches to have a presence on the map, at least off by themselves. Banshees won't be that effective at attacking expansions because, of course, it'll be easy for Sin to add a couple of Spore Crawlers here and there, but they get a lot of map control.
Good Fongo going down here for Sen. We'll be able to take out this one Banshee from the Muslim. Hive Tech is on the way, Ben. Once more, we see a couple of Blue Flame Hellions trying to harass this 6 o'clock position from Sen. He took out 2 drones, maybe 3. No, not 3. The Muslim putting a sensor tower up as well. Of course, it's excellent. Whenever you play mech, you know your army is slow, so seeing units come in time will actually give you that extra bit of time you might need to put tanks in a good position or save a Tor or 2.
Sin does spot 12 o'clock, and even though there's a Banshee there, I don't think these Roaches will be deterred. This command center has no choice but to lift up and get out of there. Demuslim is just constantly expanding, man. He keeps building new command centers. He keeps taking new bases. This is just fantastic. It's allowed him to keep up in macro to a T, man. It's 188 supply to 192 supply, and it favors Demuslim. He's ahead, man.
He's going to kill quite a few drones once more on the left bottom side of this map. Zergling streaming in. Not even sure if that's going to be enough, Ben. Oh, I guess if they engage like that, it will be. The Muslim is pretty much maxed out though. 2-2 upgrades for his mech army already. I'm kind of wondering, when are you going to move out? Is he not afraid to fight Broodlords with the current army he has? If not, he can wait. But if he wants to hit before, he's going to have to move out right now.
I think it's about that time. Look at this army. It is a sick, just disgustingly strong army. It's still, though, he's going to have to take good engagements. He has to take good fights. He can't get completely flanked. He can't get... he can't allow the Zerg player to just kind of run up and directly engage his units. So a lot of this is going to come down to positioning and engagement.
Good scans going down. He knows about his army. He's probably not too afraid, though.
I don't know if this is the best choice by Sin to just run into this. Wow, huge fungals go down.
But that's about it, man. All these roaches are just melting, and now the infestors are in a little bit of trouble as well. More fungals going down. Sen just lost 50 supply, Ben.
Oh, man, he will remax very, very quickly on almost pure roach. Nearly 30 roaches in production.
I mean, all that the Muslim lost there, Ben, were 13 Hellions, and yeah, that sucks a little bit. But compared to what Sen lost...
No, it sucks to lose 13 Hellions, but the Muslims remaking them 7 at a time. He's got such sick macro right now. So many units in production for both of these players, but the Muslim's the one with all the momentum.
Look where those Broodlords are morphing. That's kind of close. The Muslim is going to scan it.
Scan right on top of it. I don't know if there's enough Thors to actually kill these morphing Broodlords. He's going to try to push forward. Sin is going to continue to try and engage this Terran army. Roach is doing some pretty phenomenal damage. 2-2 Roaches trade very effectively with mech.
That's a pretty good engagement actually for Sen. With those infested Terrans, Roach is doing a pretty good job as well. The tanks are going to siege up, so the Muslim is fine for now. But he will not be able to hit before those Broodlords morph.
He's going to have to disengage. He does begin producing some Vikings, and that's going to be a very critical part of his late game.
Not sure if he worked on air weapons already. No, it did not. So not a single arrow.
Look at this Thor just in the middle of nowhere up at the top of the map. Thor is here. Thor's here. I don't want to be here. And he gets surrounded and killed by roaches and lings. There's no place for Thor to be, not by himself.
You know, there was a time where the Muslim played pure Thor against Zerg.
There was a time when that was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Weird, like, Thor pushes and stuff. This base up at 12 o'clock, once again, will be spotted, surrounded, and this time it's going to be killed.
Good snipe there by Sen. The Muslim's still on 59 SCVs and basically still on 4 bases.
Yeah, Sin has taken that bottom right expansion, so the Muslim not able to go there anymore. And I'm actually really impressed with just how Sin constantly expands. He's just covered the bottom half of the map at this point.
His remax on roaches, he produced like 26 or 27 roaches after that first engagement. And I actually kind of thought that it was going fine for the Muslim, that he forced Sen to fight there. Otherwise, the Broodlords would have been on the fire. But well, Sen did surprisingly good in that fight.
No, I think the real key was he managed to take a fight with the Muslim unsieged. And anytime that happens, Terran's
a couple of
infestors
are kind of lost.
Yeah, a little bit exposed. Hellions seem at least... Oh, what? All the infestors! No! The infestors! Terrible mistake there by Sin, and that is just perhaps a game-ending moment. He goes down to 2 infestors, has no way to really cover his Broodlords here. Vikings and Thors are going to make such short work of the clumped up Corruptors and Broodlords. Banshee's doing great work on the ground. Supply-wise, it's very even, but if you consider this the army composition, Sin does not have an answer for Demuslim right now, and he has no big bank. He has no big Remax.
The SCVs as well been so important in a fight like this. Of course, no fungos means that the SCVs will survive, and Sen just lost a super expensive army. Perhaps an army he can't replace.
I don't think that there's really any chance of that. Demuslim's going to split up a little bit, sending Hellions around the bottom half of the map as his main army picks off expansions. Sin is in so much trouble. Is Demuslim going to 3-0 the Taiwan champ?
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen Sen lose 3-0 against a non-Korean like
Sin
ever.
just finished 4th place in the Battle.net World Championships. He GG's. That's it. 3-0. Demuslim doesn't win.
Oh
Demuslim dominates.
Demuslim is going to make it to his second NASL offline finals, and this time it was so much harder than in Season 2. In Season 2, yes, there were a few Koreans, but there was a minimal amount of Koreans. In Season 3 and Season 4, man, we've seen how hard it is to make it to the offline finals as a non-Korean. In Season 3, we had Huck and Stefano there, and Red. Now Season 4, so far Demuslim is the only one, and there is a realistic possibility that it's going to be the only one.
It is a very realistic possibility that he will be the only one.